Hello YouTube and welcome to the channel. This is Jack Brick coming to you live from Brickstow. Now today I am very excited about what I'm going to show you guys, because this video is not about this Speed Champion Dodge SRT Demon, but it is about our first, from the start, meant to be what I call studless, so a car without any studs on top. Our first studless car design, and I'm really excited about this. It has cost me several hours to build, and I don't think the techniques I used are very new, but I want to show you guys anyway, because maybe they are new for you and you might just get inspired. So, let's first take a good look at the front of that police car. Isn't that cool? Now, I based this front off to a police car featured in one of the Lego Batman sets. And as you saw, also the windows are based on that set, the sides as well. And for those who know the set, the back as well, because it also has these tail lights in such a position. Well, give me a second. I have to tell you guys which set I used as a basic for this one. And that would be set number 60239, the Lego City police car. Now this car has a really neat design, really worth the build, and we have a few of these actually. And well, you could tell right here, right? I use this base to come to this. So the design of this car now really fits the design of the police cars, which are originally built like this in our city of Brickstow. Well, a couple of features I did. I made it completely smooth and studless, as mentioned. It has the searchlight just like the original one from the Batman set, and also the light bar on the top is the same, only with a bit of a different color scheme. Now this brick here in front, I'm going to show you guys how I did that, because you see it is the bottom of this brick. I actually didn't have two of those, so I used these little tubes, which I'm not quite sure if they are Technic bricks or just Lego decorative bricks. Do you guys know? I don't know. I had only one, but I didn't want those studs on top to show. So with this tube in between, I was able to build the studs towards each other, and with only one it's kind of hard to position it really just nice and horizontal, but when you manage that you get this as a front, and I think that is way better than just those two studs. Doesn't count for every car, but it does count for this one. What is also good to show, let me think, there's not so much to see. You can see some of the clown bricks here. Oh yeah, I used these pieces, which are just one stud with this decorative part, and I think that gives it a cooler look when you watch look at the car from the behind. I use this as a bit of a decoration bar. This car should act like the police interceptor vehicle, I think. So it is the first meant to be studless car in our city. So I guess the brand of the car should be named Studless. And I think the type of vehicle should be Interceptor. So I'm naming this one the Studless Interceptor. And those protection bars to, well, get bumped in by other cars and don't damage the entire Interceptor right away. He has one here and on the sides as well, which are placed in a horizontal position, and of course this bull bar at the front. Now I want to show you guys how I'm making sure that this roof stays here, because these windows are just smooth. They only have a stud underneath here and here, not in the center. So I think, yeah, this really shows pretty well. There are some transparent bricks underneath, and when I just position this like this, it sticks in between the front window and the rear windshield. So it doesn't move around and doesn't come out that easy, only if you lift it straight up. Now the inside of the vehicle, let me get this little Batman themed character out of it. His little binoculars are stuck. So anyway, he is carrying with him some handcuffs and binoculars. And there are also the two little, well, I don't know what you call them in English, but they're those little pawns, yeah, pawns, with a light on top, which also kind of featured in the original set, only then with those rounded tiles underneath. But with a little light on top, you're able to block down a road, right? So that's something he's carrying with him. And on the inside, I also kind of suggested by putting those sloped bricks here that there is a rear bench. But there isn't. This only fits one minifigure, and because of the set I used as a base with this piece, it has the benefit of its shape that it's easier to construct a car, but the downside is that this isn't really suited to make your minifigure sit offset to the right, because if I would place it in here like this, his head would stick out. So that ain't gonna work. So he is sitting in the middle, and I think that is something less cool. But it's okay, it's doable. And let me place his cones back in. I'm really excited about the outcome, especially the shape of the trunk, which kind of flows down here. I think that makes it a really, well, kind of, it's somewhere in between maybe. The front somehow suggests a bit more of a 80s or 90s kind of vehicle design, and so is the back, but somehow it also has a really modern look. So the time frame is really hard to place. And as a final thing, I would like to show you guys this. As you can see, it is pretty darn good sized, the way the Speed Champion cars are also sized. I mean the Speed Champions prior to 2020. the 6 wide speed champions. Because everything in 2020, as you know, are 8 wide vehicles. But our city is filled with 6 wides, so we're sticking to that. Well, at least for the next year or so. But I think they're really well dimensioned. Let me raise this up for you, so you can also see how the height pretty much came out really nice. So I'm just sitting here being really proud on the police car I made. Thank you guys for watching, and you might want to stick around to see what videos we've made in the past, the previous ones. And I think I'm going to play with my Lego now. I think this police Studless Interceptor car is going to chase down that yellow rascal over there. This is a public service announcement brought to you in part by Jack Brick. If you like our videos, subscribe and hit on that bell so you'll be sure you are not going to miss out on our next video. See you in Brixton.